with John Stones. As ever, we'll take a mixture of questions from those in the room and also those that join us on Zoom. And we'll start in the room with Rob Dorsett, Sky Sports News.
Hi, John. Good to see you. As a player, it doesn't get much bigger than this, does it? Just try and put it into context for us how big an occasion this is.
I think it's huge. I think with it being at Wembley as well, it's even more special. I think something we could have only dreamt of, really. I think at the start of the tournament, we're here to try and win it, and we've got this far now, and I think we've just grown and grown throughout the tournament, and not put too much pressure on ourselves. I think we've overcome some tough tests over the past few years, and learned a lot of things and gained a lot of experience from those games, and I think all the learning curves and experiences that we've been through has got us to where we are on Sunday. So it's a massive occasion.
You know how England's World Cup winning squad of 1966 have kind of been heralded ever since. Mm-hmm. Absolute heroes of this nation. Have you dared to think about how, if you win this thing, it might change your life?
Yeah, I've dared to think. I think from my personal perspective, it's approaching the game in how we have every other game in this tournament. Every other game that we go out as professionals, or at our club level, or wherever it might be, whatever competition we're in, and giving everything. I think from the outside and what I've been hearing from people is the England team, whoever plays or whoever's come on the pitch or contributed throughout this tournament and the past few years, is everyone's given everything for that shirt and everything for the nation. We all love the England team. Growing up as fans, being able to play for them now, we absolutely cherish it, and it's a special moment for us when we do that. And I think, as I said, people are saying they love watching us and seeing how we represent the country, and I think that's something we should be proud of as players. And definitely on Sunday we'll be out there fighting for everything and wanting to win that game more than anything.
What's Gareth said to the squad?
Nothing different. I think he's got a unique quality of staying calm in situations, and I think it passes through the team. I think the other day it's the first time we've been to extra time. No one panicked or got ahead of ourselves, and all stayed calm, stayed to the game plan, and it worked out well for us. And I think keeping a clear head and going about our business as we have done, and I don't think we have to change anything in the respect of our preparation and the way we gear up to a game is so professional. I think we cover every aspect of a game and what we can affect, and that's how we've treated this game. And obviously there's a big prize at the end of it that we definitely want to be on the receiving end of. So more of the same, and I think that calmness that he's trying to get across to everyone is coming through.
It strikes me that you personally have grown more resilient in your career. Better able to cope with those difficult moments, and after those times where you've been criticised personally, or you've maybe had to wait your turn to be selected for club or country.
Yeah.
I just wonder whether you get to this stage on the eve of such a big game and you feel a vindication for that, that you've got through it all and you're where you are now.
I think so. I think all those times have made me who I am now. Wish there was an easier route, but that's football. And I think that's in any walk of life. You have setbacks and things like that, and I've tried to learn from them and stay positive, stay true to myself. And I think on Sunday, if selected, I think it's a massive moment for me and my family, especially, going through tough times and things like that, and you see all the hard work and all the dedication, all the after hours, things that people don't recognise. come to the forefront of my mind and make me realise why I work so hard to be where I am right now, and it's a proud moment. As I say, hopefully get to be in the starting 11 and experience what we've experienced already at Wembley with the fans and everything surrounding it. It's been a special occasion, yeah.
Last one from me. I'm going to ask you about those fans. I want you to speak directly to them now. There's going to be 50,000 plus inside Wembley, 22 million plus watching on their TV sets and elsewhere at home. What's your message to the England supporters?
I think it's difficult to put into words, to be honest. I think we've definitely thrived off the fans, and I suppose we're living their dream, and right at the front, out on the pitch, and we can't thank them enough for all the support and through the tough times and through the good times. And I think they turn up every game, no matter where we are, and the support's deeply appreciated by us as players, and we're proud to represent them, represent the country, and we hope we do them proud and do everyone proud on Sunday, and turn up and make a lot of noise for us.
Thanks, mate. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Next, we'll take a question from Italy on Zoom, and we'll go to Marco Conterio. Marco, I think we're struggling to hear you. Try again. Mute. No.
Yeah.
Yep, we got you now.
Can you hear me? Hi, John. As Chiellini, especially, or Bonucci, have been an inspiration for you in your career?
I'm not sure about an inspiration. I do admire what they've done and in their careers, and how they go about the game and play as professionals. This will be my first time coming up against them, and it'll be a special occasion, to play against so many good players. Won a lot of things in the career, and to still be playing at the age that they are at the highest level is something that I definitely admire about players.
Thanks, Marco. In the room with Ollie Foster, BBC News.
Hi there, John. Well, let's stay with the Italian theme. You will have watched plenty of their games earlier in the tournament before you knew, obviously, that you'd both get this far.
Yeah.
I mean, they hit the ground running. What have you made of Roberto Mancini's team? I mean, they look frightening at times.
I think over maybe the last decade, the Italian teams have always been very, very well organised, very defensively solid. This time I remember the last game against Spain. It was a tight game, and both teams rode the luck. So yeah, we've watched lots of games and clips, and tried not to overflood our minds really, and concentrate on ourselves. But they seem to be, as I say, very well organised and very defensively solid, and obviously have a lot of attacking flair with the players that they've got, and got some outstanding players as well, and that's why they're in the final. And two great teams, I believe, deserve to be there, and I believe that we come out on the winning side on Sunday.
To that end, I'm not sure if you're a good sleeper, but are there sleepless nights, the short days that you got going into this final? And when you think about Insigne, Immobile, Chiesa, those attacking threats you mentioned?
Definitely no sleepless nights for me. I think, as I said, they've got some great attacking quality, and I've been fortunate enough to play against some of the world's best players and test myself against them. And Sunday's another game that I can hopefully test myself against some of the best players, and that's what you want as a footballer, as a professional, to be able to come up against these sort of teams and prove to yourself that you can outshine them or come out of yourself and be yourself in these sort of big occasions. And we definitely thrive off that. I definitely do. And, I'm really excited for Sunday.
You're back in the routine now in the knockout stages, 4 games in between matches. You get 2 full days training here. Mm-hmm. And yes, there's the mantra of just another game. It's the next one. But what have the last 2 days been like since coming out of that Denmark game?
Really calm, actually. We got back here quite late after the last game, so we've just been trying to recover and get back to our normal selves as quick as possible. And today we went out and trained a little bit. Tomorrow will be a lot more, the full squad with full training. I think it's been like that all tournament, really. As I said before, we don't want to try and change anything or try anything new, or everything that's got us to where we are now has worked, and it's about building on that and keep improving as players. So it was a great thrill after the game, obviously, to be in a final and to get where we are. I suppose it's been an incredible journey so far, and we don't want that to end. So we have to put that to the back of our mind now and concentrate on Sunday and today and tomorrow, 2 last kind of preparation days for Sunday, and they've gone really well, and yeah, everyone's really excited for it.
You went to an under-20 World Cup with Harry Kane in the squad, and under-21s Euros as well. You 2 guys go back, a bit, don't you?
Yeah.
Did you think then, here's an England captain coming up, did you what kind of a leader is he now, and what kind of development have you seen over the years from Harry Kane?
I'm not good at predicting if people are going to be captains, but he's definitely a leader. It's been great to go through so many moments with H and experience the things that we have done, through youth level, right way through, and I think he's an incredible player, but definitely an incredible person off the pitch as well, which stands out more than his playing ability, which I think speaks for itself. So I think H would say the same. I know he wears the armband, but I think in the squad there's so many leaders, and that's kind of unheard of sometimes in a team of so many big stars or big players or such big talent, and to have the leaders that we do, it gives us massive confidence and is only good for the team. And H is one of those, and I'm sure he's super excited for Sunday and keep wearing the armband with pride as he does already.
Just finally from me, I think you'd probably put Harry Maguire in that bracket of leaders as well. He was sitting where you were just a few days ago, and you were talking about the balance of sort of blocking stuff out but being inspired by what the nation is and that wave of support. And he says the power of social media, it's coming to the fore for the power of good. And he says you are just loving seeing what people are doing all around these matches. And are you feeding off that? And what have you enjoyed the most about that?
Yeah, to be honest, I don't see much. I haven't got much social media, but the lads are talking about it. We see reactions after the games and the fans in watching the big screens around England, and it's been incredible. We get messages off of friends and family, and the atmosphere that's around the nation, the buzz that everyone's getting, and it's so good to be able to experience that, or I suppose give that to our fans and everyone in England. And it's a special feeling. I suppose I can't really describe that, but hopefully on Sunday we can give everyone another memorable day and a great occasion.
2 more sleeps, John. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ollie. Let's go to Zoom with James Savundra from TalkSport.
John, you've worked under the likes of Pep Guardiola and Roberto Martinez, but what makes Gareth Southgate different from other managers you've played under?
I think I've said it before. I think every manager that I've had is definitely unique and has their own managing style, philosophy, personal characteristics. I think Gareth's created an unbelievable culture within our squad, an unbelievable togetherness, calmness that is his unique quality as a person and as a manager. He's got great staff around him and obviously an incredible squad that he's put together with a lot of great characters in that, and I think for me his character, one of his best characteristics is his calmness under pressure, his willingness to win, and I think that shines through. And when you've got a leader, a manager that's got that quality, it passes through the team really quickly, and you soon jump on board, and it's special to have.
Thanks, James. Back in the room with Kerry Brown, beIN Sports.
Hello, John.
Hi.
There's been a lot of games. I'm going to cast your mind all the way back to the last friendly you played before the World Cup. That was against Italy. You were part of a three-man defence, and you're on course for a win, except for a controversial decision, a penalty given to Chiesa. How much of a handful was him? Because Tarkowski appeared to get tangled, but it was felt it was a very unfair penalty decision.
Yeah, I think it's part and parcel of football. I think now that the decisions and everything that's surrounding the game with VAR and different referees that we're not used to seeing in the Premier League, coming from different nations, different leagues that they play in, and yeah, it's difficult when those sort of things happen and you've kind of got to blank it out and go ahead. I think I can only refer it to the other day, our first goal that we conceded in the tournament, and it was probably inevitable that it was going to happen at some point, and I think how we dealt with that situation and kind of that deflation a bit was a sign of a real winning team. We got the ball straight out of the net, we ran back up to the halfway line, and everyone seemed to block it out and kept focused on what we needed to do. And I think from that instant that you've told me about is progression and what we've learned from instances like that, and we can only keep improving and keep going forward and trying to control what we can control in the games.
It was a really strong Italian side. Raheem Sterling, man of the match. His direct ability, he was just such a handful for Bonucci and all of them. He had a bit of a tough run into this competition. Is he your player of the tournament, and how much of a handful is he going to be for the Italians?
Yeah, I've said it all along, but I'm a big fan of Raheem's, and yeah, I definitely believe I'd love to see him get player of the tournament. I think what he's done for us and the unselfish part of his game is kind of goes unspoken about, but as players we see it, and he's been a great threat going forward, and been as you said, how direct he's been in the games. It's been great playing with him, and I'm sure he'll be giving everything and on Sunday, and being how direct. Hopefully get another goal and see where it takes us.
Can you remember much of Chiesa from that match?
I can't, no. I think now we have that many games, especially over the last year. Every 3 days, so many games, different competitions. That's where we've got such good staff around us, where we can get those sort of clips up, and we have been already, doing our homework and figuring out what's the best things to do, and it's that sort of time, that in between time from our previous game going into the next game, where we can get those sorts of bits done and then concentrate on us and look ahead to Sunday.
And for a bit of fun, and cast your mind back to a tour, and I think you're 18 or 19 in America against Juventus.
Yeah, I know what's coming.
Pirlo on the pitch,
yeah.
Bonucci. It went to penalties. Pirlo missed his. Remind everyone what you did.
Young lad stepped up. I think it was in San Francisco, I think it was. I went and dinked one down the middle. I think I was naive John at that time. But it was a great occasion for me, and I think it was my first kind of full game for the first team after turning up to Everton, and yeah, it was a special moment for me, and one that I get reminded about a lot.
It was a Panenka.
Yeah.
You played against Pirlo on that night, so I'm going to ask you, how does the Yorkshire Pirlo compare?
Two different players. I think I've had the opportunity, obviously, to play with Calvin. I hope it is Calvin that you're on about. And you know, I believe he's his own player and his own qualities, and it's funny that he's kind of been labelled the Yorkshire Pirlo. I'll get on him after this, but you know, an incredible player, and to see him come through and perform the way he has during this tournament. I think it's his first major tournament. You know, I couldn't be happier for him, and he's done himself so proud, and obviously everyone back home for him.
And I have to ask you about Carl Walker as well, club teammate. Once again, just outstanding performance of his life again and again. And how much are you going to miss your teammates? Because I don't think anyone wants this to come to an end. Is that the feeling for all of you?
Yeah, definitely. I think, especially this past week, everything kind of speeds up and games come quicker. I think we've just got our mindset on doing the job and trying to get it over the line and make some more history for the nation. And I think I said it at the start of the tournament, but we've got so many winners in the team, and I have that winning mentality, and we're so focused on trying to get a bit more silverware and make history, and yeah, it's kind of hard to put it into words when you've just got that one focus, and it's kind of come quick, and it's you know, 2 days away now, and you just want to get it over the line.
Thanks, Gary. Okay, we'll take another question from Italy on Zoom, this time from Antonello Guerrera.
Hello, John. Hi. I have two questions. The first one is maybe Italy's Sterling is Chiesa, and maybe he's the most dangerous player in this particular moment. Do you agree with that? And secondly, you mentioned the Italian mentality in defense, and also, I mean, we saw that in these games. Do you maybe think that is England that this year has the defensive mentality of Italy? Like I mean, it was in the past years. Thank you.
I think we've kind of created our own mentality in the respect of defending, and I think I could be wrong. I think we've got the best defensive record in the competition. I think it's a major factor why we've got to the final, and I said it all along about us keeping clean sheets as a platform for us to go and win games, and that's everyone playing the part, not just us as a back four, back five. I think it starts right from the right from the top of the pitch, and how we've pressed, how we've won the ball back, and it's been a major part of our game. And in tournament football, we learnt that from Russia, and to keep clean sheets and have that good defensive balance about our game is a key part to us progressing through the tournament and being a winning team. And we've seen that over the years. The teams that have won tournaments have been so good defending set plays and attacking set plays, and also you know, not conceding goals in big moments and managing the game, things like that. I think it's become a mentality of our own that we've created within our squad.
And what about Chiesa? Do you think that he's the Italian Sterling? He's the most dangerous man for you?
I think they've got a great squad, as I said before. I'm not going to liken anyone to Raheem. I believe he's his own player. But as I said, they've got so much quality and experience, and that's why they're in the final.
Thank you. Back in the room, Dan Salisbury-Jones, ITV.
Hi, John. You may have seen that there's a campaign for an extra bank holiday should you win on Sunday. Do you welcome that, or do you find it a bit of an unnecessary added pressure?
Oh, I don't get involved in that sort of stuff. It's not for me to decide. Honestly, I can't control that. I can only focus on what I can do. And I think if it happens, then I'm sure it'll make a lot of people happy. I think if we win the Euros and that'll make people even more happy. So yeah, I try and focus on what I can control and leave the rest to other people.
Thanks, Dan. Back on Zoom to Dom Smith, englandfootball.org.
Hi, John. 2 questions from me, if that's all right. First of all, when you made your debut 7 years ago against Peru, surely you didn't think that this came as part of the job, England in a major tournament final. What are you most looking forward to about it?
I think it's the unknown territory that's never been done before. Being part of that is something special and something I'm proud of. And we've come so far as a team, made so many big steps, made a lot of history, and Sunday's another chance for us to do that. And that's something that motivates me, excites me, and really pushes me on. So yeah, it's about being as prepared as we can be, and personally as prepared as I can be, and give everything for my teammates, for the shirt, for the nation, and getting it over the line at the end of the day.
Well, hopefully you can. And just on the team spirit, does the team spirit and the closeness between you all in this camp help, especially this year with not being able to see your family and being in the bubble because of COVID? Has that helped, do you think?
I think it depends how you look at it. I think we've all been so focused on what's happened. Not being able to see our families has been difficult for everyone, and not spending time with them, or getting that 1 or 2 days which we've had previously in other tournaments. But that's something that we've had to adapt to, and we've all done that really well. And we're all here for one reason, and that's to try and win the Euros on Sunday, and we've given ourselves that opportunity. So all the dedication, all the things that we've sacrificed to get us where we are right now, you could say is everything's kind of come together at the right time.
Thanks, Dom. We've got time for 2 more in this section. Rob Harris in the room.
Hi, John. Good luck for Sunday.
Thank you.
You're talking a bit about Raheem there. You've seen his development up close quite a bit, obviously. How have you seen him develop as a player, and through things like the frustrations last season, not necessarily starting all the time, and grown into being such a key figure for the team and such a role model off the pitch as well?
Yeah, I couldn't be happier for him. He's gone through some difficult times personally, and I can only kind of speak of it from my point of view and what I've been through, and you can see it's motivated him, and he's come out the other end a better player, and that's what top players do. They find something, or they find a way when things aren't going well to succeed and excel as a person and as a player. And Raheem's done that on and off the pitch, and all I can say is he really deserves it.
And talking a bit about refereeing, not let's say on the last game, but overall in the tournament, have you noticed a bit of a difference? Things like VAR, fewer interruptions, refs letting the game flow a bit. Have you noticed quite a difference from the Premier League and things you might want to keep?
I wouldn't say major differences. No, I think when you're out on the pitch, you kind of you're in your own little bubble, and I think the only thing is the time that it's taken for VAR decisions has been really quick. It seems that sometimes from our point of view we want it to be kind of checked a little bit more, but you know, I can't control how they've done things or criticize how they've done things. I think it's so difficult to be a referee nowadays, and you know, I kind of try and get on with my own game and influence what I can do. And the referees in the games that have been so far, I think they've been on the ball and onto things, and I think probably from the outside, or you know, they've wanted that through VAR. They've wanted everything to go quite swiftly and move and keep the game flowing. And you know, I'd like to see that maybe definitely come into the Premier League next season, if they can, you know, kind of not speed the game up but keep it flowing as a little bit more. That'd be a good thing that has probably come out of this tournament.
Excellent. Thanks a lot.
Thanks, Rob. One last one in this section on Zoom from Marcello, TV Globo. Sorry, Marcello, we're not picking you up. You're trying to mute?
Hi.
There we are. Yeah.
Yeah, John, we've seen Italian newspapers bringing in their front pages, you know, some sort of pressure in the officiating team for Sunday, quoting that doubtful penalty kick given to Raheem. Is this a concern for you guys?
Sorry, could you say that again?
Is this sort of way to treat the penalty kick given to Raheem Sterling in England against Denmark? Because Italian press has been, you know, talking a lot about that and trying to put some pressure in the officiating team for Sunday. Is this a concern for you guys?
No, definitely not. I think it was a penalty. I'm biased, but I saw it back, and I think the referee made the correct decision, or VAR made the correct decision, and you know, it's something that I don't want to get into or be swayed by. I suppose I think, from my opinion, it was the correct decision, and he's been bumped from two sides.
Thank you, everybody. That concludes